What I think we've been doing for the last decades has really been trying to push for a gradual change in North Korea, but focusing almost totally on stability. And what that longer term focus on stability, hope for gradual change has unfortunately given Kim Jong il and now Kim Jong un the time to develop nuclear capability and ballistic missiles and to continue to threaten the world and to continue to, in the case of 2010, attack and kill South Koreans. So time, I think, has been on North Korean side from that perspective. And what I've become to believe is now is the time to start to force a change in North Korea. And I think some of the, if you can, and I think more and more countries are starting to believe that now that we cannot just allow what people have called the status quo to continue, because the status quo truly is not a level playing field. It is an increasingly dangerous capability from North Korea. So I think some of the elements that we need to push forward to do that is, number one, is this talk about reunification that I mentioned a minute ago. The second one is to really start talking to get information to the people of North Korea. I'm not talking about propaganda. I'm talking about truly just information about what freedom, what human rights, what that is all about, how the world believes that. You know, I went down through the 30 articles in the UN Convention that laid out what human rights that every human has. And I believe there's 30 articles of that, adopted back in 1948. I had a hard time finding one that I was convinced North Korea is doing. You look at the human rights violations in North Korea today with estimates of over 200,000 in labor camps, 25% of the children stunted because of malnutrition, and many, well over half the population not knowing where their next meal comes. The human rights violations are something that we really have to deal with. So if we could, I believe that we, number one, ought to say as a policy and as a strategy, us in the Republic of Korea, and I would invite China to be doing the same thing, is part of our goal is to inform the people of North Korea about human rights and about freedom, and try to get that information in there, not just the people, but also the military and the leadership of that people. But in order to do that, you've got to have kind of thought through reunification and what happens to that military after reunification, and be able to start talking through that so that the people and the military of North Korea understand what some of those options are. So talk about reunification, information, start getting that into the people of North Korea. I think from a military perspective, what the counter-provocation plan, I think, is very good, because I'm very convinced it will give both President Obama and President Park a lot of very strong options if Kim Jong-un decides to attack again like he did back in 2010. I think that's good. I would advocate if North Korea does another act like they did in 2010, or even launches a ballistic missile again, that the UN really consider a Chapter 7, Article 42 resolution, which allows for military force to stop a country from violating one of the resolutions that has been adopted by the UN Security Council. So I think rolling those elements together will start to really force a change in North Korea. I agree that we need to continue to talk, try to push, convince Kim Jong-un there is another way, that if he were to stop these actions, the world is ready to help him. I unfortunately don't believe he's going to take that option, and I think we should not take another decade of hoping that that will change. We need to do some other things to force change.